Welcome back to episode 9, and unlike Star Wars, we have a title, the Fanema Movie Podcast. I'm back here. This is ENG in the booth. Well, the room, really. But we're back with our movie mass, so to speak. You got your pastor here, Eli P., and head of the deacon board, G. Singh
wow.
over there.
Oh, I thought you were going to call me like an altar boy or something, but I appreciate, at least being called a deacon.
All right, calm down. Don't get too excited. Next week, we'll see. We'll see if you retain that title. How you doing, G?
I'm doing well.
You ready for your random question?
Yeah, I was expecting one, so.
All right. Ratatouille and Stuart Little each have to complete a puzzle. Same puzzle. Who finishes first?
Oof, man. I would have to pick Stuart Little.
What? Oh, you're crazy.
He grew up in the family. They must have, in a white family.
You're right. You're right. That's a good point. I'll give you that.
I'm sure he's had
a good point. However, I didn't put any restrictions on this. And you know that when Remy the rat needs something done, he calls on the whole squad. He's going to have 1,000 rats, each with one piece. They're going to have that put together in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. You saw the way he ran that kitchen?
But it's, it's about Remy and Stuart.
All right, Remy and Stuart on their own. I guess you give the slight edge to Stu.
Come on, think about it. Stuart
is just a mouse. Remy is an artist.
He got chosen over other orphan children.
What
does that tell you?
That's just mouse privilege. That has nothing to do. Look, Remy is an artiste. He was able to follow in the footsteps of Gusteau. You can't just throw that away.
But what does that have to do with, completing a puzzle?
Look, he is an artist, and the way I say that is like, think of him as like Kobe Bryant. That guy's an athlete. I won't even say Kobe. Westbrook, he's an athlete. Odell Beckham, he's an athlete. You want him to go play another sport? I bet you snap, he can do it. Remy, he's an artist. I consider puzzle making an art. Thus, I bet you put him in that game, he can play.
How would you say puzzle making is an art? The pieces are already created.
Because
there's no
puzzles usually make an image. The image is art. Okay, look, the goal of puzzle making, real quick, Remy, I know we're getting off topic, but I'll allow it. Look, the goal of puzzle is to put these pieces together. Well, traditional, jigsaw kind of puzzle. Put these pieces together to create your image. Do that! And you have art. That's why round 1 and round 2 and round 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 all go to Remy the Rat. Thank you for participating, G. We have some topics to get into if you're done.
Okay. I guess we'll
save
that for another day.
Yeah, we'll save that for another day. That's going to be a whole new podcast, Rat Wars.
I can see it now.
Rat Wars with ENG, Wednesdays at 9. But no, we got a pretty heavy slate to talk about. Pretty Marvel heavy, actually.
Oh, that we did.
I would say over half. Yeah, half, maybe over half the topics are all Marvel centric.
Oh, I am excited for this one.
I'm so eager to talk about this because I've been waiting all week, and we weren't able to get together until now. But some breaking news did just drop right before we went on, and that is that Doctor Strange 2 is officially in development. I don't know why it took this long, but I understand they have a busy schedule to adhere to. But are you ready for Doctor Strange 2? Is that what you want next? Because that's personally something that I am dying to see.
Yeah, like you said, we've been waiting for this for a while, and just having seen, going to that Marvel marathon and seeing Doctor Strange on the big screen again just made me really appreciate the work Scott Derrickson put into that movie, and I just never realized how much I really enjoyed that movie upon multiple watches. So yeah, this is a long time coming.
Yeah.
They do have a busy schedule, but I'm excited for this one.
Doctor Strange definitely in my top 5 Marvel films of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I watch pretty constantly. I think that storytelling wise, it's great. Acting wise, it's great. The visuals are second to none, especially I'm glad we got to go see it again in IMAX.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's incredible. What they're able to do with all the alchemy and the spells and everything, it's pretty great to watch. But beyond that, I think that this is a character that really really expands the universe no matter what. Doctor Strange is
Oh,
always going to
mhm.
expand.
Yeah.
A lot of the issues that are tackled, a lot of the big things in the Avengers films really aren't even relevant to Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
He's just on something else, you know?
Mhm.
And so I think that I'm really intrigued. As we know in the post-credit scene, especially, we know that Carl Mordo left his mentor,
Oh, yeah.
left the path,
Mhm.
and he's definitely going to be the main antagonist in this film.
Oh man.
With Scott Derrickson coming back,
Yep.
you know, with his mind, he's a horror-centric mind,
Yep.
and I think that lends itself so well to the superhero genre in general. I think, but especially a character like Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So my question is, do you think that? Well, okay, a couple things. We know people are coming back from Avengers. Spider-Man: Far From Home is coming out soon after Avengers. We already know that. There's no way to get around it.
Yep.
Do you think that by the end of Avengers 4, do you think Doctor Strange will be like recognized as an Avenger? Because yeah, he's a big part, maybe one of the best parts of the Avengers 3, but he's not. I wouldn't call him an Avenger necessarily.
Yeah, I was just thinking in terms of, would he even want to be, a part of it? What's his thought
Yeah.
process on the whole thing? Because he's busy, like he said in the movie, protecting their reality. He has a lot bigger things on his plate.
I almost feel like, and I know the characters can't be any different, but I almost feel like his take on the Avengers, his stance, will almost be to that like Batman with the Justice League,
Yeah.
where it's like they want him and they want him to be a part of it, but he'll pretty much say, when you need me,
Exactly.
and you will need me, I'll be around.
Yeah, and they're dedicating their lives to protecting the time stone, which
Yeah. Well,
I don't
we'll
know
see if there's still a time stone around by the time Doctor Strange 2.
What about
Wong?
Yeah,
Where's his standalone film? Forget Shang-Chi. We need a Wong movie.
And the internet definitely brought that to everyone's attention about how he quickly.
I'm gonna be at the crib, y'all.
Yeah, he didn't want any part of it. You think he's still around?
Wong? Of course.
You didn't get snapped out?
I didn't think about that. I hope he's around. We need Wong doing his thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 5 rupees. They were supposed to get
tuna milk.
Yeah.
Or what did you want? Ham on rye?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he said maybe I'll ask the what the deli to give you a metaphysical ham on rye.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wong's got to be around, man. I really hope so. But this is huge news for me because there's starting to be rumbles like, are they even going to make a Doctor Strange 2? Is he just going to sort of be a supporting player throughout this? And I think that's a huge mistake if they were to just use him as a supporting player.
Yeah.
Like a Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Or, in other films. Because he's a guy that, I mean, I don't think there's anyone else outside of maybe Captain Marvel at this moment that could expand the world the way that Doctor Strange can.
Yeah.
Because he's in realities, other multiverses.
Exactly.
You never the possibilities are endless.
Possibility.
And with possibilities. With Earth, we got so many people there. Let's go out. And they already said they're going more interstellar in the next phase.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
The big thing for me is, like, one thing that really makes me excited and happy for is the fact that it's Scott Derrickson who's coming back.
Yeah.
Because I really appreciate who he is as a director and filmmaker and how much he respects critics, and he really stands by listening to critics and listening to critique that he receives from them. So,
but I think I agree with that for sure. I think he's a great dude, great filmmaker, super creative. And I will say that he definitely, like, he understands critique and he takes it to heart. Not in, like, he doesn't take these things personally. He knows what it is.
Yeah.
They're fans of film. But I think that he still will always stick by he's a guy that has a definite vision when he's making a film. And he'll stick to that. While also being a great collaborator.
And their soundtrack.
Yeah, dude. Underrated, man.
Yeah.
Talk about an underrated soundtrack. Michael Giacchino doing his thing there as always.
Mm-hmm.
Great theme.
Mm-hmm.
It really gives you the magical feel.
Yeah, basically, yeah. perfect for Doctor Strange.
Exactly. But this leads us into the next topic. Surprise, surprise, MCU Avengers 4 trailer Endgame has officially dropped. It's been a week or so, but this is our first chance to talk about it. Marvel's just on another level, you know. I mean, I see the Aquaman trailer, and this isn't DCU bashing. I love DC as well.
Yeah.
But that's just, dude, this is a whole different league we're talking about. I'm excited for Aquaman.
Yeah.
But like, okay, anyone who knows me obviously knows that Star Wars is my life, you know? I love Star Wars. Nothing gets me as excited as a Star Wars film. Avengers is close. It's close, and that is insane to me. And no, I realize in the coming months, as it gets closer, I'll start to say, oh man, I think it's the same hype as Star Wars. Then, you know, I'm going to chill a little bit. It's up there, but it's not that high. It is really close, and that is wild, man. For them to do this speaks to the way this trailer came out. It's something that I hope Star Wars takes a note from, and I think they're pretty good at it as well. But giving us a trailer, like a 2-minute trailer, 2+, without giving us anything.
Exactly, yeah. They just, if you want to get into some of the meat in that trailer and some of the things that you liked from it.
But, like, the thing is, you know, they showed us who's around.
Yeah.
They showed us that, you know, this is post-snap.
Post-snap, yeah.
But they don't tell a story. They show us Thanos' hand.
Exactly.
They give us some cool shots from the comics, you know, great pulls.
Yeah.
Stuff we have expected from Marvel at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of give us, it's sort of like just a little peek in, like, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
But what are some of the things that really stood out to you from the Avengers Endgame trailer?
Okay, yeah. The one thing that I really loved about this trailer, it's an official trailer, right?
Yeah.
They said, official trailer, first one. And I just loved, like, how they just, like, set it up, you know, the opening, like, the opening
Tony.
45, just Robert Downey Jr. continuously amazing.
Don't feel bad about it. Part of the journey is the end. I just wanted to cry, man. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. We don't need an end.
He's out of food and water for 4 days.
Look.
He's running out of oxygen.
I bet you, look, I think he's on Star-Lord's ship. Go find some more Zarg nuts. I bet Drax threw some around.
They're thinking they're on, I think some people said, like, would they be on Nebulas?
Maybe, but it looked like, because they say, oh, that shot of the ship flying. I don't think that's the same ship they're on. Who's to say that's the same shot?
Yeah.
Because when you're looking at it, it looks like he's in the cockpit of the Milano.
Yeah.
Because it has the chair set up, and that's why I think that. Everybody seems to assume that wide shot of the ship floating through is Tony. I have no idea if it is or not, because it's a trailer. That could be from an hour later in the film. It could be from a completely different spot.
Yeah. So, I really liked how they just, like, went about it. Yeah, like, they just immediately hit you with that emotional scene of him creating a message for Pepper, and then, and then the Marvel logo comes, and then, of course, they have to
fades away into the dust.
They have to remind you.
They know which emotional beats to hit to satisfy us without giving us any story details, really.
Yeah.
Dude, this is going to be a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, this definitely is.
I still have my thoughts that Hell is going to be the villain, or at least co-villain in this. I don't know why Thanos would come back. Obviously there'd be some reason. Maybe he catches on to them starting to undo his great feat.
Yeah.
But I really do think that Hela, I would almost bet that Hela is going to be featured prominently in this film. I think that we're going to have our adventures maybe split up, and this is why I think that a lot of people wouldn't, because, Captain Marvel's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something I've been putting a lot of thought into, and we'll get into that trailer as well. But I think a lot of people, I've seen online, I've talked to people, they wouldn't be that satisfied if Captain Marvel just comes in and beats Thanos and saves the day.
Yeah.
Because, this is the Avengers. This is kind of like the bookend to the people we've gotten to know over 10 years.
Exactly.
So I think that it would be an interesting thing. You can still have Captain Marvel play an integral role, which she will.
Yeah.
Because I think she'll be leading a big charge into the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that there's a way that you can split up some of the more powerful, maybe maybe a Thor. You can have Captain Marvel and maybe some of the more side characters or newer characters, perhaps fighting a Hela, so that we can still have our core Avengers fighting Thanos,
Yeah.
and you can give everybody something to do.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was
And Captain America's not fighting Hela. I love Cap. He'd die in 5 seconds.
yeah.
And so it makes sense that you can still have these characters do something, you know, and leave Thanos to the OGs.
Yeah. So wait, you were thinking, what about where would Thor be? Who
Thor could still be fighting Thanos. He could be fighting both, to be honest.
Yeah.
They could deal with maybe Cap and Iron Man and Black Widow, Hulk are all fighting Thanos. Thor's fighting Hela with Captain Marvel. They finish off Hela. I don't know. Hela goes off.
How do you think the Hulk will come back?
Well, I think it's all pretty much set. I'm pretty much sure that the Hulk's going to be ready to go as soon as this movie kicks off. Not that we'll see him as soon as it kicks off, but I don't think there's going to be any more like, where you at, buddy? Because that was kind of resolved. You've seen him in Q&As, the Russos say that he wasn't scared of Thanos. He was just annoyed having to save Banner all the time.
Yeah, because he's a toddler.
Yeah,
basically.
well, that, but he's just mad that, the Hulk, they said that the Hulk is annoyed because he only seems to be used by Banner. He's not, appreciated. He's only there when Banner needs help.
Yeah.
And so, with Banner saving the day himself in this one, or, fighting off Cole Obsidian, helping save Vision all by himself, I think that will garner the respect back from the Hulk, and I think the Hulk will be back.
Yeah. I was remembering, from Ragnarok, I think, basically Asgard was just pretty much destroyed.
Yeah.
And then hell, I think it ended.
Asgard's a people, not a place.
They didn't do too hot as well,
Nah, but they're still half a people.
Yeah, but I remember, she fell, right?
Who?
Hela? How did she go?
Well, Surtur shoved his sword into her, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But I just don't think she died.
Hmm.
I don't believe that she died.
Yeah, and then I think you were telling me, there were, Mark Ruffalo doing his thing.
Dropped some nuggets.
Yeah,
a while back that I think some people have forgotten about that I'm not going to share here.
Yeah.
But he dropped some nuggets that kind of made me believe a few certain characters are going to appear.
Yeah, and just thinking these powerful characters, how will they truly balance them? And we're still waiting for that moment, possibly Cap, yielding a.
What's another thing? What if Captain Marvel's here with us, but she has another fight?
Oh yeah,
because there's got to be there's got to be something from Captain Marvel, some big thing at the end that somehow still affects Infinity War. What I think that's going to be is I think it's going to be not even maybe a post-credit scene, but I think it might have something to do with the film ends, and then I don't know, we'll find out why she's not on Earth anymore. Maybe she's still in the Kree world, and something happens, and maybe she's awoken, or she gets a message before the film ends from Nick Fury, and maybe there's some big connection, Think of it in the same way as, the Conjuring universe likes to connect their stuff with some big thing at the end where you don't realize how something can connect. If anyone's seen Annabelle and Annabelle 2, there's terrific connection in that.
Yeah.
Something that you don't see coming. I don't know. I think they'll definitely find a way. But also, I think we don't underestimate Thanos. That's what they've been showing us. They might need everybody on deck.
Yeah, well, because I don't know what happens in terms of his gauntlet is
charred.
Is it charred? Could he take it off?
We don't know.
You still had
the Russo said it was permanently damaged.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it only has a certain use left, Maybe it can't use all 5 at the same time anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if it only has the power to wield a couple.
Well, now we can't also get away from talking about one of the biggest things from you that you took away from the trailer.
Oh, my favorite part of the Avengers trailer, hands down. Ronan Clint Barton is here. He's back. We missed him. I missed you, buddy. I've gone on such a journey with this character. I feel like I didn't really appreciate him until Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Renner talks about it too pretty openly, that throughout, Thor and Avengers, he wasn't really able to play the character he was promised until Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
That's when he really got to show a lot. He had so much to do, and I kind of fell in love with the character there. I love that character, and seeing his face revealed in that trailer, dude, I was like, his family's dead. Oh, it hurt, man, because if you know the comics, I just recently actually read this storyline after trying to figure out some stuff about Dark Phoenix. It led me through the House of M storyline, and Hawkeye, well, he dies in the comics and is revived. And after that is when he turns into Ronin. But it's like Ronin is usually taken up by a character who's gone through a traumatic event. It's been a couple different characters in the comics. And basically Hawkeye he basically turns into a samurai. He starts using swords, starts using other weapons, other means other than his bow. I think we'll still see the bow.
Yeah.
But he's going to be a man out for vengeance, We're going to see a very serious Hawkeye. Jeremy Renner is one of my favorite actors working.
Yeah, he's great.
I'm just pumped, dude. I just love the character design. I love the costume. I love Jeremy Renner. I love this idea. I love seeing him really, really out to get it, Like, I mean, he's just a man, and I love that. And I love that he's kind of like, I mean, he's not us, but he's all of us, He's just a guy.
Yeah.
Very skilled man, but just a guy.
Yeah, this is the journey that he's been through, just starting off in, like, Avengers and then...
Yeah, well, Thor.
Oh, yeah, Thor, yeah. And now here he is. Like, just seeing, like, what direction his character is going to go through, and...
It's a pretty great arc, and I do think that, similar to Iron Man, like, when I was going into Avengers 3, I was pretty set that, like, if Iron Man dies, I'll be alright. Until I saw him get stabbed, and I was not alright. I was pretty sad, man. I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it, actually. The first showing, I saw it, a bunch of times.
Of course.
Woman shrieked so hard right behind me. It felt like a death in the family, man. She was crying. I mean, multiple people were crying, but this lady shrieked out, and she was sobbing. It's just like, no, don't.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Oh, yeah. It just, like, the way it was just, it hits you. Like, it felt...
Because the music just cuts.
Yeah, you feel God. It. Everyone felt that.
All that for a drop of blood.
Yeah, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Avengers, dude, incredibly hyped.
Yeah.
And we only got a couple months left. They once again, I knew they were going to do this. The release date was like May 4th. And once again, they released a trailer and bumped the release date up to April 26th.
Oh, my goodness.
Give it to me sooner, man. Captain Marvel in March. Avengers in April. Far From Home in the first week of July, I think.
Wow.
It's wild.
MCU continuing.
That's a easy $3 billion right there.
Disney.
That's an easy $3 bills.
Wow.
We just need to release an Avengers movie, then we can make some money. What do you think?
I think, do we have, like, ILM budget?
No, but I have a Mac. We could do some stuff.
We'll
work on that. We'll work on that. It's gonna come.
Yeah, fan made. Yeah, we'll do that.
No, it's gonna be a large scale production.
Okay.
But anyways, we got a couple more things to talk about before we get out of here. We saw Bumblebee. I just want to touch over this real quick. Awesome. I hate those Bayformers movies. The first one's alright. I'll fondly watch the first one.
Yeah.
The second one, like, I can get through it. It's not like I mean, I can sit here and watch it. I guess it's tough. They get worse and worse and worse and worse, to the point that I hate being a nuisance in the theater or anything. I hate laughing at serious moments. That last film was ridiculous.
Oh, like,
I could not.
From the opening, like, we just looked at it and we couldn't, like,
dude.
And we're we're respectful,
like,
but I was like,
yeah,
we were just
awful. I couldn't not laugh.
We were just being so vocal about it too. We were like,
we weren't being loud.
Yeah, not loud.
We weren't being loud, but still, dude.
Like,
I mean,
just, yeah.
The writing was horrendous. The jokes were not funny. They weren't even fun. I can't even imagine. They were poor jokes, like dad jokes, but not good.
And all the Optimus Prime footage.
Yeah, all the Optimus would. Anyways,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even want to get into it.
nice.
But this is what we should have been doing from the start.
Yeah,
Travis Knight starting us off with the Gen 1 Transformers look. First couple minutes, sold.
oh,
War on Cybertron. Giving us what we've wanted. The fans have wanted this. And the people want it. This is what we've always wanted. It's great. It feels incredibly reminiscent of the cartoon in the best kind of way. And it's a great Spielberg-esque story.
yeah,
Girl and her robot, boy and
Yeah.
his dog kind of story.
yeah,
It's charming, witty, great characters.
yep,
John Cena's in it, used to his strengths.
yep.
I love that they don't take him too seriously. There's a moment that you and I both love when he's had a desk. Easily, what? I don't know. It's just great. You got to go check out Bumblebee.
But Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld, dude. Any coming of age movie, sign her up. I don't care what it's about. It could be about, I don't know. I'll see her in anything. Even if it's not coming of age, but I think she's perfect in this kind of role. Edge of 17 killed it.
Yeah.
Bumblebee killed it. And she just has, I think it's in her voice, it's in the childlike nature she can portray. She's Gwen Stacy in Into the Spider-Verse, which is at 100% still in Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
And she's getting her own spin-offs.
Mhm.
So I just think, dude, she's wonderful.
Yeah, but obviously just Bumblebee, how they portrayed him.
Yeah, with the mechanics, they stripped it down a lot,
Yeah.
which was so much better.
Mm-hmm. A lot of just all the
way that-
transformations, everything.
Yeah, his
visually.
eyes, the way that they basically built him sort of like a dog in the way that he conveys his emotions, and I thought that was a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Travis Knight is a genius, man. Kubo and the
Yeah.
Two Strings is one of my all-time favorite animated films.
Yeah. He
Bumblebee.
definitely respects this franchise, and you see it, and I was just not prepared for just like this movie was just we're definitely gonna see it multiple times.
It's a
but
crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
It's something that, dude, it's something that you can just watch over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Never really get tired of it.
Yeah. Action.
The
comedic,
action's great.
Heart.
Yeah, it's like the quintessential kind of like 80s coming of age
Yeah.
film. And I say Spielberg-esque because, you got the sci-fi qualities of it. It's Transformers. That's something that I always said. I've always said that if I could have done anything, if I could have had a movie wish, it's that, like, one of them, Spielberg to direct the Transformers franchise. And, well, Travis Knight basically gave us what I would have wanted to get out of Steven Spielberg.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's that.
Yeah, there we go.
Look forward to that in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Also, another big trailer came out. Godzilla King of the Monsters and a new poster. What did you think of this trailer? Did it build more off of the last trailer? Did it do what it needed to do?
Yeah, this is the second official trailer, yeah? That's
Yep.
what I got. Yeah, I just saw it a few minutes ago, and I was just you just can't, monsters, just big monster movie.
I'm weak for 'em, man. I'm a sucker for a monster movie.
Yeah.
And especially when they're well done. And this looks like the most kick-ass monster movie we've had since Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kaijus, and we already knew quite a bit about the film.
Yeah.
Like we knew that Rodan was going to be in it, Mothra, which is a personal favorite of mine, Godzilla, of course, King Ghidorah. But now, when you watch the trailer, there's so many other kaiju that are coming, kind of springing out from the world, and so this excites me because it's not just going to be like a four-way; it's going to be all over the planet. Just kaiju raising from the depths,
global scale, all these monsters.
which makes me excited because obviously in 2020, next year or 2 years from now, we're getting Godzilla versus Kong. And I think we know that. So what they've established in this trailer is basically that some of the kaiju are good, some are bad.
Yeah.
Some are out to take the planet back in a malicious kind of way, and some are here sort of as like a guardian of the planet.
Yeah.
They'll protect the humans as long as we treat them right. My question is, because it's established in Kong Skull Island that Kong is also he's a good monster. why would he and Godzilla fight? It's got to be something along with. Well, you know what? I'm changing my tune on this a little bit. You remember at the end of Kong when he saw the helicopters flying and there was like fire in his eyes? He was enraged.
Yeah.
Maybe he does have a vendetta against the humans at this point.
Yeah.
Which
you could definitely use that as the narrative too.
I'll be honest, I'm rooting for Kong.
Yeah, it's Kong over Godzilla?
That's my guy. I love Godzilla. I have no shame in telling you that I wore that DVD out nearly of that 2001 Godzilla with Adrian Brody.
Oh yeah,
dude, I watched
3
that
hours long.
so many times.
Same, yeah. I was. Oh my god.
And then it wasn't until I was older and hadn't seen it in a while. I was like, wow, this is bad.
Yeah, it was the same with me. I love that movie. I was just like so emotionally moved by it when I watched it.
Same.
Naomi Watts,
dude.
Just the class.
I would try and stay up, be quiet, pop that thing back in the DVD player, and just watch. I was so upset. And I think that's also because I was like eager for any dinosaur kind of material.
Yeah.
Because I had seen Jurassic Park.
The fight scenes, yeah.
I was obsessed with Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
Still am. And so anything I could get with dinosaurs or like monsters like that, just give it to me. Also, me and my younger brother Miguel, a lot of times on the movie channel late at night, we would stay up and watch all the old monster movies. Shin Godzilla, Godzilla versus all of them. Mechagodzilla, Mothra, and so that's kind of fueled a love for this kind of film. But this looks like another level, man. The CG scale is insane. This film's gonna be very expensive.
Yeah, but so that's gonna be interesting. All the monsters coming for this one, this movie, and then the 2021 will be Kong and Godzilla.
But I still do firmly believe that there's going to be something else to come.
No, there's always
a bigger fish.
Yeah.
We're going to have like a Batman v Superman situation. Oh. It's going to be Kong and Godzilla squaring off, hopefully for more than 5 minutes. And then some. Do you think there's any chance we get a Mecha Godzilla?
They're probably going to bring that in.
I would assume, right?
Yeah.
But it seems so ridiculous. And I know when you watch
making it more ridiculous, I don't bring it on.
Is it Ken Watanabe going to be in there like, we are not your pets, you are ours, boom, and just punches him?
There's probably one person out of this group of people that are surviving who's...
You think we're going to get that giant robot snail like in the Rugrats Go to Paris?
No, that's a bit of a stretch, but one can only hope.
One can only hope. Yeah, dude, I'm just pumped. This is going to be nuts. This is going to be nuts. IMAX, of course. But, okay, the cool thing is, though, that I know that they're treating this movie the right way. They know what it is. It's a giant monster movie,
Yeah.
But the talent is great.
Oh,
Kyle Chandler is another one of my absolute favorite actors in Hollywood. Terrific character actor.
Millie Bobby Brown.
We're going to see what she can do outside of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty curious to see.
Mm-hmm.
Vera Farmiga.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Conjuring fame. One of our favorites. Who else is in it? O'Shea Jackson. Ice Cube's son. O'Shea Jackson.
Yeah.
He's in there. I'm excited about that. Who else? I know there's some other big names.
Who's the
long live the king.
Oh, well,
Ken Watanabe.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a stacked cast. The movie looks awesome. It's going to have certainly more than 8 minutes of Godzilla.
Oh, yeah. I know, he's moving a little quicker in this one. That's what I was seeing.
Yeah. I think they've sort of kicked it up a couple notches since King Kong. Skull Island.
Yeah, to show. Yeah,
he was getting into a sprint. Probably gonna throw the earth off its axis.
That's what I was saying. He was booking it. I was like,
hey man, maybe look.
Godzilla's got that.
I know he got
that range.
He got into a fight. So does King Ghidorah. You see him shoot that out his mouth?
Oh no, I was thinking against Kong, but Kong's probably quick.
Kong's quick, man. He'll be swinging around the Eiffel Tower, hitting him with a 619.
Oh, okay.
Jim Ross is gonna be somewhere down there. By God,
he'll be one of the survivors.
Yeah. Dude, it's Jim Ross.
You're right.
Of course he's gonna be there. We gotta have someone to announce it.
Oh, they
Wouldn't
know.
that be ridiculous? It's we actually have Jim Ross in the film dubbing over. Jim Ross in the booth. We got Michael Buffer, announcing it. Let's get ready to rumble.
I would not be too surprised.
We need to make this film.
Another one. We'll just add that to the list. Okay.
Yeah, we'll add that to the.
with our what's our budget again? Yeah.
Well, I got $15 in coins over there,
And I have about like $3.
so that's about 18.
So we can split that for Avengers and.
Yeah, I think so. I think that we'll. Look, cosplaying has gotten pretty good, so I'll actually think we can save some money on the Avengers side, and we'll put $9 to Godzilla vs. King Kong, and we'll put the other 4 over to Avengers. I think we'll be all right.
And I think we can incorporate your dog.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah, definitely.
I
I have quite a bit of figures we can actually kind of work with here too.
Oh, you want to do it like claymation?
No. I mean stop motion.
Like stop motion?
Yeah. I think it'll work out.
Okay.
In odd news this week, we got a little teaser clip and poster for something that I knew was coming. Not sure how it's going to be received, and that is the Sonic the Hedgehog, or as I like to call him, Sonic the Hedge Human. If you've seen the, have you seen the poster?
I actually have not. Yeah, I don't.
This is odd.
I think I may
Dude,
have, but I didn't.
He has the anatomy because Sonic is like stick legs, stick arms, kind of rounded body, big head. He's a cartoon.
Isn't he a hedgehog?
Yeah, he's a hedgehog. This looks like Usain Bolt running across the screen, man. It's like he's in a runner's pose. He's like got some jacked legs, man, some jacked arms, like a big torso, and then the head. It's weird.
Now these memes make sense. All the stuff I've been seeing on the internet and social media.
I don't think it's going to be well received. I think it'll be a meme goldmine.
Yeah.
But I really don't. I mean, I never want to count out China. It's in terms of box office.
Yeah.
I think this thing, depending on release date, is going to crash and burn here.
Yeah.
Unless they can wow us with a great trailer.
Oh, I'm excited for that trailer.
I can't remember. I remember months ago they announced who was going to voice him, and I forgot.
Oh man.
I should have looked it up. Maybe it's Seth Rogen? I don't remember, man. It was someone though. Zac Efron? Channing Tatum? Anyways. Yeah, Sonic, not too excited. But it's coming down the pipe.
How would you classify this? Is it live action?
Yeah.
Really? That's what they go with.
I think.
Because I'm
I'm pretty sure.
Why would I mean
I just don't see the point of making it if you know what I think would be great if they could do it right. I think you could do it because the stories are pretty open with the way they have the story mode and everything. Dude, make a Super Smash game.
Yeah.
Make that money.
Remember that last movie they did for that? Didn't they make a
Mario Bros? That's something else.
Oh,
We're not going to touch on that.
Yeah,
I never liked that.
That is surprising. Yeah, well, that's like what studio owns Sonic? Is that like
Sega?
Sega. Well, yeah. Yeah, I would rather take a Super Smash.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want any of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
We don't need that. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedge Human coming to a theater near you, summer 2019.
Wow. You'll see us there.
But in exciting news, Men in Black International released its first image. Official. Well, I don't know if it's their first image, but they released another image. I expect a trailer to follow suit soon, but I'm actually really excited for this because it's a franchise that I hold pretty dear to my heart. As you know, I am a proud pug owner, and that is solely because of Men in Black. I saw that movie when I was young, fell in love with it. That's a VHS that I've watched so many times. I love the world. I think that the execution in 2 was not very good and 3 was pretty terrible. But I still hold it dear to my heart, and I've always wanted them to be able to make a new take and use this world because it's a great world. It's a great franchise. People love it. And I was really pulling for a Michael B. Jordan, Michael Shannon team up. I think it would have been literally perfect.
Yeah.
but it kind of would have been the same as K and J probably. And when I saw this image, man, I was sold. Chris Evans and Tessa Thompson reuniting. Chris Hemsworth
Yeah.
and Tessa Thompson. The Avengers are back. It's a cool action shot it's like them holding their blasters up in a street. I think they have great chemistry from Ragnarok.
Of course.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm just super on board for this thing.
Yeah. That's what initially has sold me, is knowing that it's, Chris Hemsworth, that guy.
He's hilarious.
Last one we've seen him in was Bad Times in El Royale.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he was great in that.
That guy's so underrated.
He is.
So underrated.
He was very well rounded.
Because I think people always just think Thor, but he's so much more than that. Go watch Rush.
Yeah.
Go watch In the Heart of the Sea.
Yeah.
With Tom Holland. If you haven't seen that film, like, don't write Chris Hemsworth off. That guy is so funny. Even that vacation film, the National Lampoon sequel, not a good movie. It is not good. Chris Hemsworth is hilarious.
Yeah.
Funniest part by far.
Mm-hmm.
I almost bought the movie because of him.
Yeah.
So I think this is great. Tessa Thompson
Of course.
I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love her. She kills it in Creed. She killed it in, even though I didn't like the film, I loved her in Sorry to Bother You.
Mm-hmm.
Great in Ragnarok. She's a talent, and I'm glad she's getting projects like this.
Yeah. And it's just especially their chemistry that's really selling me. I'm like, yeah, they've worked together in the film before, so
Yep.
it's like, and they're great. Can't wait to see. You've seen like funny things, behind the scenes from like random things they've pulled.
Yeah, they keep posting little nuggets here and there.
Yeah.
I hope we get another Pug. Or Frank. Maybe Frank's still around.
Oh.
I would buy a couple tickets if I saw Frank in a teaser.
Mm-hmm.
If he's in a trailer, I'm buying 2 tickets for opening night.
Does it give a title to this, or is it just
International. Men
Oh.
in Black International.
Mm.
They're going to be traveling the world.
Wow.
I like the idea. Maybe they're chasing something down. There's going to be some MacGuffin.
Of course.
Maybe they're chasing down Michael Jackson.
You
remember Men in Black? They showed that he was an alien.
They did.
Yep. So I think there's a good chance.
Well, it's
or
like
Steve Buscemi.
There's a lot of options, I guess, is what you're trying to
What I'm trying to say is there could be anybody. They could be chasing down Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Probably not, but maybe. And so that's pretty much the show. We're gonna be. I was thinking about our top 10 list. I don't want to do like a worst list either, because I'm not really a fan of that. I mean, we can talk about that off air. I just don't like putting that kind of stuff out. Like, I like to be, especially Fanema. We're all about fandom. I don't like really talking about things I don't like very often.
Yeah.
I am a fan of the good old rant, but it's just not something I like to do. So we're definitely going to be working on, probably after Christmas, putting out our top 10 in a podcast. Top 10 of the year. I will say we should probably give I won't say worst movie of the year, but I'll say biggest disappointment.
Ooh, yeah.
It doesn't even necessarily have to be bad, but you were disappointed by it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Something you were excited for. So that's something to think about. And I'm excited to hear everybody else's top 10s going into the end of the year. I have a few things I need to catch up on, but I'm almost there. And a good amount of new releases still coming out. Mary Poppins, Aquaman we're checking out on Saturday. What else? The Mule. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun end of the year. But with that,
I mean, you forgot about Spider-Man.
what?
We still gotta check that one out. Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, how could I forget? That comes out Thursday.
Exactly.
So Thursday we're gonna go see Into the Spider-Verse. Saturday, gonna see Aqua Bro. What are you more excited for?
Definitely, I'm more excited for Spider-Man.
Me too. I'm very excited for it. I heard that. Okay, quickly. I heard that the some of the effects. I heard it's not fully consistent. There's a few shots that are bad. I heard the effects in Aquaman are better than Avatar. Like were when that came out.
Man.
I heard it's like see it in IMAX is what I hear. We're obviously not seeing it in IMAX first, but I'm sure that we're gonna see it again just for the visuals.
Yeah.
I heard that is incredible to look at.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, from some of the things that they showed us in the trailers, yeah, I'm excited to see it. James Wan doing something.
James Wan's a man.
And see what he does for this.
So let me close this show by asking you out one more question. If it's between, okay, this is gonna be a random question. It's actually not gonna be a goofy one, but still random. If you could see James Wan direct any film, what would it be? It could be an existing film, say from an existing franchise
A franchise
that he hasn't already participated in.
You were saying a franchise.
Yeah, any existing property, reboot, remake, sequel, threequel, whatever it is. James Wan, horror extraordinaire, director extraordinaire.
Director extraordinaire. A part of a franchise, you're saying?
Yeah, part of a franchise.
Put him in a monster movie franchise.
Like what though?
I don't know any other. Maybe. See what he.
Because you're in the same direction I was going for this.
Yeah.
I think definitely that where we need James Wan, Pacific Rim.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Pacific Rim needs James Wan.
I was gonna say Pacific Rim.
But if I could request, I would like them to take Guillermo del Toro's script for Pacific Rim 2 that never made it out, and direct that.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we want. James Wan, I hope you hear this.
Yeah, well, just like Bob Iger.
Yeah, well, Bob, he's a busy man. He's got things going on. James Wan, he's going to have a second to breathe, maybe, soon. Either way, I'll get it out to him. James Wan, this one's for you. We dedicate this episode to James Wan and Capri Sun, who we're still working on getting sponsored by. That's going to be episode 9 of the Fanema Movie Podcast. I'm G, that's... No?
Wow.
I'm E, that's G. We're out of here. We're going to drink some hot chocolate and maybe eat a snack. I don't know.